Glass blowing, a growing art. In fact, it has grown so much here in Western Washington that Seattle has become the world leader. But why here? We traveled to M-Space, a hot shop in Tacoma, to see why.
It's one of the things that just starts off fluid and becomes solid, and people are just kind of intrigued by that idea of how glass is made.
What is it about glass blowing that is so intriguing?
Being able to take molten glass and color it and shape it and make something really cool out of it. I don't know what it is, it's an addiction.
The fact that you can take a puddle of glass, a puddle of medium, and then twist it up and turn it into something else. The intriguing aspects of the medium drove me to want to learn how to blow glass, how to use it and control it.
The first half of the process of making, say, a piece is pretty much the same. You gather glass out of the furnace and you shape it to a nice even shape. Sometimes we add color.
The color comes in rods that we break up and we melt and put over clear glass. It also comes in frit, and that same thing, you roll the hot glass in that, pick up the color, melt it in.
You blow out your shape, and if you want a bigger piece, you gather a couple more times, more glass, makes the piece bigger. You put a neckline on it it's where it's going to break off, essentially be the top of the piece there, and you break it off at the neck, and then you open it and you have your basic piece, either a bowl or a vase. But the whole process is similar.
Each artist has their own reasons for why they blow glass, and it shows in their different styles of work.
Today I was making, just a friend of mine wanted some garden art, and so we were just making kind of flowery looking things that are spun out and make sculpture out of them, essentially. It's just for a garden. Also I made some goblets, mainly just I need some drinking glasses at home.
Right now we're working on doing more Italian, Venetian style stuff like goblets and reticello and comos. So the reticello is an Italian technique, taking canes and crossing them. And the como part is taking another piece, different colored piece, and fusing the two together and then blowing them out into whatever shape you want.
Well, I made this piece last week. It's a piece made of three major elements. Each of these heads were made separately and put away. Powder was used after all the forms were made to put in the crevices and the creases of the piece, trying to give it another type of shadow. 45 minutes of making this organic form with the bits on it. We assembled the heads on, so the whole thing probably took about 3 hours.
Creating glass art isn't all just fun and games. Glass blowing is dangerous and strenuous.
Safety is a pretty big thing in the hot shop. And usually when you take classes or you come in and learn, the first thing they teach people is how to be safe in the glass shop.
So you have this idea in your head and then you have to somehow get it out. And you have all these things blocking you from getting there. You have sweaty hands because you're standing in front of 3,000 degrees for 8 hours a day. You can't move the glass until it's moving, so you have to add a lot of heat to it, and then the timing with that heat always varies depending on how thick your piece is, to what kind of size you're making it, to what you've done every single step of that piece.
The art that comes out of here is amazing. The colors, the shapes, made by artists that not only blow glass, but create innovative art that pushes Seattle further up in the world of glass blowing.